guys, today we're going to be doing something on the Gixxer. Gixxer's been feeling a little bit left out. We've been doing a bunch of stuff on the ZX-12, so figured I had to give her a little bit of something to make her feel special. So today, look at what we got here. Ooh, we got some new exhaust. I've actually already kind of broken into this box a little bit here just because I wanted to see, you know, what all was in it and kind of take a look, make sure everything was all good. So now if I can get it out without getting styrofoam all over the goddamn place. So like I said, I've already kind of destroyed this wrapping a little bit. Look at that. So I got the Voodoo pipe that also deletes the catalytic converter. We're not going to let the EPA know about that though. So then it also comes with, you know, your clamp. It has this little adapter piece because I think this also fits like the 11 to 20 Gixxers or something like that. But it's got this little kind of oval ring piece that you're going to use to hang it if you have the newer generation. And it's also got all sorts of instructions and warnings and stuff like that, but I went to college, so we don't need the instructions. But let's start getting into the bike. We're gonna get the fairings all taken off. We're going to cut off the pipe and everything like that. I'll show you guys how to install it and everything. So, without further ado, let's get on to the install. So just kind of for some comparison, this was originally what I had for the exhaust. So when I bought the bike, the previous owner had just taken the stock muffler off and just had it coming straight out of the catalytic converter. And I kind of wanted to dress up the look a little bit. So this was actually something that I made. What this part here is the heat shield from the stock muffler that I took off, painted it black. This is just like a chrome exhaust tip that I had got from AutoZone. And then I actually cut the end of the original muffler off that slides onto the catalytic converter, just kind of fastened it all together. I mean, it was a pretty good looking piece, but you know, it's kind of loose. I mean, it's not a super well made thing, but so I want something a little more permanent, and so I decided to go with this Voodoo pipe. I will throw up some kind of clips of the exhaust. I'm not going to start this right now just because it is winter time here and we have like 14 inches of snow on the ground and I don't want to make the garage too cold. But I'll throw up some videos real quick kind of so you can see what it sounds like before we throw this Voodoo pipe on. Ready? So to take the fairings off, you're going to need a 4mm Allen key. There's going to be a couple Allen screws like in the top and the front. There's going to be one down at the bottom underneath your right rear set. And so you just kind of go around, find where everything's all attached at. I think there's going to be a couple of the little two-part push pins scattered along too. Yeah, it is about like 8:45 at night right now, but I wanted to still get this done tonight and be able to start it without being too big of an asshole to the neighbors. So, you know, 8:45 isn't too terrible compared to, you know, 11 o'clock at night. And you do need to get a little physical with it from time to time just because you got some little tabs that lock in the different pieces. And then sometimes things like to stick down there. Alright, so I got the fairing piece off now. So now, the way that we will be doing this. So it's going to delete this whole area here. So what we have to do is we have to cut right along this weld here, right after this little exhaust valve thing. But we don't want to cut it too close, otherwise we won't be able to clamp the muffler onto it. So you got to get it like right on the very, very end of that weld. And then if you need to, you can take a file and clean it up a little bit. So I will grab the saw and we will cut it off real quick. I do want to point out, this blade is for heavy metal. Alright, so we got the old catalytic converter cut off of there. Oddly enough, the saw died on me when I had like 2mm left to cut. But so I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna file off all of the little excess weld parts. There are 3 bolts that you have to take out. You got 1 and then 2 on the other side to get to. This one's a little bit of a bitch because it's right behind the shifter. So the bolt actually sits like right back in here, and it's like really hard to get to, so I ended up having to use a combination wrench to get to that bolt. So that's why the hardest bolt to get to. Okay, so I got the pipe cut, I got the welds all filed down. I think I personally kind of made a mistake. I cut on the welds as opposed to just in front of them. And so I took a long time to file all the metal nice and smooth, but I got the pipe to fit. It's not going to fit very far on there. I don't know if you can see in that slot about how far it's sitting on the pipe. However, the hole is all lined up and everything. So I'm gonna try and cover that up with the clamp a little bit to help it kind of seal. Make sure you have the clamp on the pipe before you actually fit it on there, otherwise you're gonna have to take it back off. But so I will get everything all tightened down. Another thing that I'm going to do, if I can get the camera to see, okay, so right in here, where I'm pointing, this is one of the hangers for the original muffler. It's got some Allen keys, so I'm actually going to take this hanger off just to kind of clean it up a little bit and make it look a little bit better. But so I will do the finishing touches, I'll button everything up, and then we will start it and we will see what it sounds like. Okay, so the new exhaust is all on, it is all tightened down and rear ready for the first startup. Well guys, thanks for checking out the video. I hope this video really helped you guys if you're looking at putting this exhaust on your bike. Hope you guys also enjoyed the sound clip. In the future here, once we don't have snow on the ground, I will be taking the Gixxer out for a ride so you guys can hear it a little bit better. I'll get you guys a better exhaust clip and everything like that, so stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment on what you think about this exhaust and also subscribe to my channel while you're at it. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you later.